2023 is here and you are ready to make a lifestyle switch. You are ready to finally make those fitness goals attainable and you are ready to live your best life. And I am here to help you with that. So if you're looking for a lifestyle shift, what way of eating will work for you? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you some ideas, some tips, some tricks, hopefully inspire you to get on your journey to your very best self and take your health to the next level and your fitness journey to the next level. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. Hi friends, welcome. My name is Danielle and this is Daniela Diaries. Here we are inspiring to inspire you, me, everyone to be the very best version of ourselves. Now each person's version is going to differ. What my best version is may not be yours and vice versa, but as long as we are elevating ourselves, really living life to our fullest potential, protecting our peace and being just good people, that's what we're about here. So if you're new here, I would hope you would stick around and subscribe. And if you've been riding with me for a while, you already know you're a real one and I love y'all so much and we real friends here. So now that 2023 is here, happy 2023, let's do this. Now, I know that some people find New Year's resolutions to be very cliche. I do not. I find starting a New Year's resolution or starting new habits or goals for a new year to be really inspiring because it's a fresh start. It's essentially day 1 of 365, chapter 1 of 12, and the year can have so many different possibilities. If you generally look back at 2022 and where you were in January and who you ended up being in December, you may not even recognize that person. You might have done so many different things. You might have really just went out on a limb and just went for it. And what of a better person you are today. And I'm all about that. So in January of last year, I really decided to step away from restrictive eating and really embrace a healthy mindset, a wellness journey, right? To not only lose weight, right, but also to heal me inside and out, to really invest in myself and my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health, all of those things, because really all of those things matter and they count. And it took me some time to kind of figure out what needed to be done, what way of eating worked for me, and what was beneficial and what was detrimental to my mental, physical health, right? And throughout that time, I've tried a lot of things. So maybe you are like, hey, there are so many different ways of eating out there and I'm really, really overwhelmed, but I know that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired and I want to get started. So from a person who has done this for a long time and finally sees really great results, I feel like I have some insight to share with you guys. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not a dietitian, any of that stuff. Okay, but this is just from somebody who's done it and what I've learned from it, and maybe you can learn from my mistakes and from where I've felt I've thrived. Now, I will say that I do not find restrictive eating to be beneficial to anyone in the long run. Now, I will say this also, some people have to be more on a restrictive way of eating due to health reasons. So this probably won't pertain to you. If you find yourself, with some kind of health issues that you have to be on a very specific way of eating, this video is not for you. This video is solely for the people who are trying to get out of a rut, really take control of their eating, take control of their health, and really take control of their weight loss journey, wellness journey. So again, if you are somebody who has pre-existing health conditions, this video is not going to apply to you. But for those who do not, let's carry on. Let's get back into the nitty-gritty of things. Now, I will say this. I've tried many different restrictive diets and I don't think they work. They work. You'll lose weight, but I mean longevity type things. I've taken this year to do more of a lifestyle approach. And I have a few different ways of eating that I think are super great and beneficial to a lot of people. Now, if you're new, I do follow I do a little bit of a carb cycling. Now, when I do carb cycling on my low carb days, they're not low carb, like 20 net carbs. They're like probably 150, 200 grams of carbs, okay? So each person's body differs, right? So what I have learned is that finding a balanced way of eating where nothing is good, nothing is bad. We're not labeling food, but basically we're finding a way of eating that fits our life. And with that, you have to, not each person can do what other people do. Some person might see better results each way. So what I wanted to share with you that I thought was really great is the Beyond Body. Okay, so this is what it is. This is my little book, and I thought this was so great. So basically what you do is you take a questionnaire. They talk to you about your health conditions, allergies, your physical activity, and they basically create a cookbook, if you will, that's basically personalized to you and your goals. This is going to be your buddy for your 2023 weight loss goals. And it really keeps you accountable and attainable because it's so easy and everything you need to do is right here. So this one was personalized for me. I filled out the questionnaire, super simple, asked me about my what I like to eat, what I don't like to eat. It asked me about my health concerns, my age, my weight, how active I am, and they basically took all of that. They have nutritionists, so they'll look into your lifestyle, your allergies, your health cure, like your health, all that stuff, and they make you a personalized program. I love that. I love that because I know a lot of people don't want to spend the extra cash that I do and hire a coach each month. So basically you're able to do a one-time shot and they make all of that for you and the price is much more attainable. So I wanted to show you, like I said, they asked me a bunch of different questions and then they sat down and they came up with my solution. And it came in this great book and it has meal plans, what to eat. Basically, this is all of your meal plans right here, right? It has also muscle soreness, like if you're gonna start working out. This is basically a trainer and a nutritionist all in one, and it's gonna get you exactly where you need to be. And I wanna show you like the meals. So here's your 28-day meal plan, right? And it'll tell you, all right, so each daily intake is gonna be between, because I took my height, my weight, and my goals, where I wanted to be. So they're saying I'm gonna be between 1,500 and 1,650 calories. 45% of my daily caloric intake is gonna come from carbohydrates, 30 to 35 is gonna be protein, 20 to 20, or 25 to 30 is gonna be fat. Okay, so breakfast is gonna give you a breakdown with that as well. You're having 3 meals and 2 snacks, which is basically what I do each day. I eat 6 meals. And it's telling you, okay, this is how you're gonna eat. Okay, they're giving you ideas, so different ways to pair this. I mean, everything you need to know is right here. It takes a complete guesswork out, comes in, I mean, you can pair different things, all right, saying you can do cauliflower or cream cheese and olive oil, or you can do broccoli or Brussels sprouts, tortillas, you can do 3 corn tortillas, or you can do 2 whole grain tortillas, or 2 low carb tortillas. Like, what I like about it is it's saying, okay, you could eat this, but here's different varieties so you don't get bored. And everything is in this book, so it's completely at your hands, and I like that. I'm a pen to paper, I'm a book person anyways, and it's basically breaking all of that down for you. And you just do everything from your phone. You basically just create your profile and create this whole lifestyle shift for you. Nothing is going to be good, nothing is going to be bad. It's balanced eating, but I'm going to promise you, if you are struggling with weight loss, 80% of weight loss comes from what you're eating. So if you can get your eating under control, which this will help you do that, honey, you are already far on your way. So definitely look into this. I'll leave a link down below because it's perfect. It's basically personalized. I love this. I absolutely love this idea, and I've seen really great results with a lot of people, and I thought, when I seen this come up, I was like, this would be so great for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys were looking for a structured meal plan catered to you that I can't give you because mine is catered to me, but this one is catered to you. You put in all your health concerns, your allergies, your physical activity, your goals, all of that stuff, and they're going to personally create a book just for you for your success. And not only is it going to take consideration your weight loss goals, but it's also tracking how you're sleeping, how are you moving, how are you feeling up here? Because weight loss is not only a physical thing, it's also mental, and they take that in consideration as well. And I thought that was amazing because I feel like this is a very new thing that they're doing, and a lot of other ways of these programs and stuff like that just think it's just like eat very little and move your body, but they're like, no, this is an overall body approach, and we want to take care of the overall body, not just what you're eating, and that's amazing. And if the book wasn't great enough and you're also like a electronic person, they also have an app. The app is going to remind you, hey, have you eaten your meal? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Because I know a lot of people get so busy and so carried away in everyday life, they forget those little meals. You know, when you're eating those 6 meals a day, and if you skip meal 2 and 3, you're gonna be starving, and that's kind of where you fall off. With this tracker, they'll say, hey, it's time for meal number 2, grab it and go. And because you have everything already printed out that you know what your meals are gonna be for the next few days, you can prep them all and have them all ready, so there is zero to little room for error or to mess up. If you are interested in getting your hands on this amazing program, I'm gonna leave a link down below, and you can save yourself money using my link, and I'll leave a link down below. Take advantage of this. At least take the test, take the quiz, see how it is. You guys will be generally surprised, and this was really great. I am really pleased to see the evolution of the way of eating and how everybody's taken an overall approach. And I thought this was a really wonderful thing that I had to share with you guys, because I knew you guys would love this. And it's a one-time fee. It's really great. I mean, I was generally so surprised at how this is going. And I mean, the way they're preparing foods, and it's really remarkable. You guys, this is, I mean, everything is done so well, and it's super affordable too. So check the link, get yourself one of these. So as you can see, I am all about the balanced living. I feel that eating too restrictive, labeling foods good or bad, in the long run, very much gave me disordered eating habits. Where when I first went off of a low carb lifestyle, I was so terrified of carbohydrates and stuff like that, because I thought that, first off, I was gonna get fat. I was going to get sick. I mean, I had this whole internal battle involving carbs, and carbs are not the enemy. I feel like you have to use them appropriately and when needed. I feel like balanced eating is the key. So for plans like Beyond Body, I think are wonderful. I think Weight Watchers is really great as well. I really do like how Weight Watchers currently is allowing for you to pick and choose the programs. I think that's really great. I do prefer the like where you can weigh in like in the store or whatever, but I don't know if they still allow that. I don't even think we have Weight Watcher stores around us anymore. I don't even know if they exist, but I really did love the accountability with meetings and stuff like that. So I think if you really were interested in doing something where you had to be accountable to a person, I think that something along Weight Watchers is really great. I'm not a fan of like the Seattle Suttons or Nutrisystems, because they're not teaching you how to cook. They're not teaching you like what to aim for. They're basically just handing you your meals and saying go off. Another idea that I just want to kick across is hiring like somebody like a coach to making sure that you are honestly, you know, they have good credentials, but they have some kind of direction where you know that this is what they can do. I hired mine. My coach unfortunately is no longer taking clients, but I made sure to see what she can do, right? She had really great results in a lot of other clients, but she also teaches professionals, and then there's me who's like a lifestyle. And I'm able to have a personalized meal plan. I think meal plans are really the way to go. I stayed away from them for so long, and I'm really kicking myself because they really simplify the eating and all that stuff. But I also really love that she made me a customizable workout plan. But I think that working out, I think for this first month of, you know, really getting on plan, you should focus on your eating, and then maybe in February start including physical activity, because the eating part is the hardest. It's hard to learn what works for you and what doesn't. There's certain things that I could have eaten before that I cannot eat anymore. Dairy's one of them, tomatoes, grapes. I have found that I have a really big inflammatory response to them. So I did take a food sensitivity test, and I did that myself. You can order that as well, where, you know, they check to see what your food sensitivity is. I also have blood work drawn as well. I really suggest that if you guys are really starting this journey, it's January 1st, you got a whole new set of benefits. Make sure you're getting your blood work done, getting them physicals, and making sure you're in tip-top shape and you are ready to go. And it's also a great place to start as an indicator, because weight loss is great, but we're here for health. Health is wealth, and you want to make sure that you're really focusing on good health. We want good numbers, good cholesterol, normal BP. We want to make sure our thyroid is functioning normally. You know, we're all within normal limits. And those are what is really important. I mean, I think everybody thinks that they want to be a size 5 or whatever it is, but really we want to make sure that the body is functioning at optimal health and speed and all those things. I get a lot of kickback about the whole keto thing. Do I recommend it? I don't. And I'm sorry to say that. I know a lot of you guys have followed me for a long time due to keto, but I don't recommend keto for people anymore. Because I don't think it works. I think it works temporarily and then it doesn't. I think that you need to eat, accordingly to your goals. And unless you, like I said, keto works for those who need it for health reasons, but for your average person who's just using it for weight loss, I do not think that's the way to go. I do not. And I don't think that you're going to be able to maintain keto for a long time. There's going to be a lot of ins and outs. I'm not a fan of the extreme fasting or anything like that as well. I don't do any fasting. I don't intermittent fast. It had a really bad effect on my hormones, and my doctor basically said, like, this is just not working. It just messed with my hormones. I was having a lot of breakthrough bleeding. It was crazy. But I want you guys to kind of get the picture. I don't think any extremes are necessary for your average weight loss. I just don't think it's necessary. I think portion control, being in a slight deficit and moving your body and eating balanced meals is really the way to go. That's why I've been trying to introduce you to Beyond Body and Weight Watchers, and even like a meal plan from a nutritionist or a coach, because they're going to basically make sure that you're eating all the food groups, but in moderation, and eating them at different times for different reasons. You're using your food as fuel. You eat to live, not live to eat. And I feel like with keto, low carb, alternate day fasting, that's not really teaching anybody anything. I feel like it's just, there's no purpose behind it. I mean, I don't know. I'm telling you, because look, keto, carnivore, like that, it's a very strong group. Like, they are very much in their beliefs of what works. But I'm saying, as somebody who is just starting, I don't think that's a road I would recommend at all. I think balanced eating, moving your body, using food as fuel is the key to success, because you're not going... I think back on the times where I was like, I'm going to have deep fried cheese as a taco shell because it's healthier than an apple. Yeah, I think back at those times when I was like, that math ain't mathin'. But I bought into it because I wanted all the benefits that people claimed it came with. And unfortunately, it didn't. Keto made me very, very heavy. And it worked until it didn't. And then I just started gaining weight back. And I feel like if you really watch people who are keto people, they're gonna lose a chunk of weight, and that they're gonna be like, wow, they did really well, and then they plateau, and then it's hard to get out of that plateau, and it just doesn't work anymore. So I feel like that's where you start seeing a lot of issues. So for me, what changed, it was, reintroducing a lot of food groups, finding balanced eating, and moving my body. That's really the key to success. There is going to be people out there who are going to try to sell you all types of stuff. You don't need to buy all these other things. I keep things really, really simple, and you see the best success that way. And I still, every week, will have a treat meal every week. Every week I have a treat meal and a dessert every week. And you guys, if you've been here long enough, you have seen me go from a size, what did I start at the beginning of the year? I think I was a 14, or 12, 14, and I'm a 6 to an 8 right now. And I eat the carbs, I have treats, I'm good, so it's really that's really what it is getting out of your mindset thinking that labeling foods good or bad, finding balance eating, and enjoying this. This is a lifestyle. You want to be healthy for the rest of your life. You don't just want to lose weight until you hit 20 pounds. You know, because I feel like a lot of people will start this off and be like, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds. How do I do it right now? Okay, that's great. The 20 pounds, yes, we can do that. We can lose those 20 pounds, but can we reintroduce you to healthier habits? Can we make you fall in love with this lifestyle? Can we make you fall in love with physical activity? Can we show you that this can be an overall lifestyle change to where you can lose those 20 pounds, but you can also keep those 20 pounds off? That's the goal of a lifestyle change, is not only to lose the weight, but keep it off, do it healthy, and enjoy the process while you're doing it. Because I think a lot of people think diets and they're dying, right? We're not doing that. This is a lifestyle. We're going to have balanced eating. We're going to make good food choices. We're going to enjoy this process, and we're going to get the benefit of the long run of being, you know, at a good, healthy weight, with good healthy blood work. We're gonna feel good, we're gonna look good, we're gonna sleep good, we're gonna eat good, we're gonna make sure our pooper's working top tier, because that's important, okay? And all of these things come into play, and I feel like nobody really talks about that. It's always like, okay, you wanna lose 20 pounds? Bam, let's do it by the end of January. Because here's the thing, most people by February are gonna fall off of what they plan to do for 2023. Let's not let that be you. And I feel like a lot of people fall off because it's too extreme. They go from carb junkie to zero carbs, and they're withdrawing, they're feeling like crap, they're crabby, their families don't even like them right now. They try to do 40 minutes on the stair climber on day one, and they can't even get to the gym for the rest of the week because they're so sore. That's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna hit the ground running. We're gonna take a soft approach to make it a lifestyle change to where it is attainable for the rest of your life. I think Beyond Body is a really great way to go. I'm gonna leave a link down below for that. Again, look into Weight Watchers. You can try different tests and stuff like that. They have different quizzes and stuff to see what attains to you in the way you like to eat in your lifestyle. And that's another thing. How do you like to eat? Are you someone who generally just doesn't like protein? Then why would you try like a keto carnivore approach? Because you're not going to succeed because you just don't like meat. You are more of a carb person. You know, for example, my body works off better on higher carbs and moderate protein, whereas some people work off better on being on a higher protein diet. That just doesn't work for me very well. My body doesn't like that. Each person's body is unique in that way. That's why we're all made special, and we should all be treated special. And what works for Susie down the block may not work for you. That's why I am giving you these references to where you can figure out what works solely for you in your life, within your budget. See you guys later. Happy New Year. Check out Beyond Body down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.